Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman 99.
Welcome back to Fallout 4 G9-13 playthrough.
Yes, and in the last episode, we cleaned out the Fallon's store.
Indeed.
And we explored the trapped parking garage.
Boy, was it ever trapped.
And it was really trapped.
Especially with all those bathroom scales.
Yep. There were a lot of bathroom scales.
And a lot of grenade bouquets.
Yep, a lot of those too. But anyway, in this episode, we're going to take a little trip. And we're going to go back to Far Harbor and do a little bit of touring of the settlements there. Because we haven't been there for a long time.
And a viewer wanted us to go back there.
And a viewer wanted us to kind of, I guess...
check in.
Yeah, sort of showcase what some of the things that I do off camera, right?
Okay.
And one of the things that I do off camera, after I open these 39 packs of cigarettes, is I go to various settlements and do, kind of like maintenance things, right? Because settlements do require your attention from time to time. Like they need to have, as you get more settlers, you need to build more beds and plant more crops and build more defenses and, assign settlers to jobs and all that kind of stuff. And especially if you don't go back to a settlement for a really long time, sometimes they can get pretty badly behind, right?
Yep.
So every now and then, in between episodes off camera, I just do a bunch of traveling around like this, and I stop in and visit settlements, and I've done that a fair amount in the Commonwealth lately. And it hasn't been that recent, but not that long ago either, that I was made a stop in... where'd the gate piece for this go?
Oh, it just hasn't loaded in yet.
Okay. I guess I was traveling too fast.
Well, that's the hazard of an unlimited sprint bar.
Yep.
Especially around this part of the map.
Yeah. So, anyway, wow. What's going on here?
The cooking station is still loading.
Wow, eh? Yeah.
That's an oddball one.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll take care of a couple of little things here. We'll do a bit of cooking, because we've been out traveling around for a while and we haven't done any of those little things that a person does in between adventures. Like cooking and breaking down materials and all that kind of good stuff. So I guess my crafting benches are out here. So we'll see if we have any armors to break down. Not really, but we do have some that we can sell. And weapons. Okay, I'm not going to break that down. Maybe I'll just stick it in the workbench here and give it to a settler later. We could sell those excess grenades, though, probably. Okay, well, we'll throw that in the bench. And we'll throw that in the bench. So lots of this kind of stuff that I do off camera usually. Inventory management things. boy, do I ever have a lot of stuff in my inventory.
Well, you can carry almost 1,000 pounds now.
Yeah.
You know, you see that tire over there?
Yep. Yeah, I can't just flip that tire over. I can pick it up and walk around
That's
with it.
right. Because it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. Now, we'll drop off a bunch of ammunition as well.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know that one, that's a reference to a power lifter channel for a guy named Alan Thrall who did a funny thing on 1,000 pound tires. That was a couple years ago, but good video nonetheless.
Yeah, not all tires weigh 1,000 pounds, apparently.
Yeah, some of them can weigh quite a bit less or quite a bit more than 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. So, anyway, we'll check in the workbench here, or the computer here, and looks like everybody has a job. Another thing we can do is we can look under miscellaneous here and collect our bottle caps.
I hope we're doing the right thing.
And then we'll go and visit our
About the thing.
general junk vendor here.
It is what it is.
Hey
Yeah.
there.
Looking to buy.
I've got
Yeah.
a few minutes to browse.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, because I've got a whole bunch of extra mines and extra grenades and things like that that I can sell. In fact, more than what you have money to buy. And I don't think I urgently need to buy anything right now. Look at that, I've got 200,000 caps.
I don't even know how you get that kind of money, man. See, you really need to start the Commonwealth Infrastructure Project. You need a money sink.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how you collect that. Like, I just picked 650 caps out of this workbench. It's because when you start building, like, trading shops and that kind of thing at all your settlements,
Yep.
they generate caps. And if you go back every now and again, well, you can collect the caps out of the workbench.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, just looking here to see if I have... Okay. I'm going to grab a Nuka-Cola here, just for an example. Because I know we've showed off quite a bit the Cooking with Chef Perry's mod and all that kind of stuff, but you actually contributed a little bit to this mod too.
I did, yes.
You wrote the script that makes Chef Perry's fridge work. Because it actually did require a small script in order to make it work.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember what I had to do for that, but I remember it.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of a programmer by profession, actually.
Yeah.
And this was an easy enough thing for me to do. It didn't take that long, but...
But anyway, what Chef Perry's fridge does is when you take a Nuka-Cola or any vanilla beverage,
Yep.
that has a... It has to be a vanilla beverage, and it has to have an ice-cold version in the vanilla game.
That's right.
Because you can't possibly make this thing so it will recognize every mod-added variant of Nuka-Cola or whatever.
You'd
right?
have to add a patch for everything.
Yeah, it's impossible. You'd have to add a patch for everything. But anyway, I can put my Nuka-Cola into Chef Perry's fridge, and it instantly becomes an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
Nice.
Yeah. So, because every now and then in the world you can sometimes find ice-cold versions of the Nuka beverages or the various different kinds of beer. And
But
that
how
kind
are
of
they
thing.
made?
But how are they made?
Well, now they're made this way.
They're made this way. And Chef Perry's fridge is an object that you can build within the confines of the mod, Cooking with Chef Perry.
Yep.
And other things that you can build with Cooking with Chef Perry, of course, are... not that one. You can build the campsite cook stove. That's part of the Cooking with Chef Perry mod.
Yep.
And the Chef's Barbecue, which is also part of the Cooking with Chef Perry's mod. So those are two workstations, basically cook stations.
Yep.
That function just like any of the vanilla cook stations do. But you can build those, you know, like just if you have rank 1 blacksmith.
Indeed.
That's the only skill that you need. You don't have to, you know, have local leader and finesse them into being. And the same thing with this fridge. You need. I think all you need to build this fridge is just you know, like a rank 1 blacksmith, right? Which for me is a basic skill that you need to build any workstation.
Yep.
Because I just felt that, like, I actually made a mod that adjusts the crafting recipes for those workstations, just because it made more sense to me to have some kind of mechanical skill to be able to build these things, rather than suddenly you're a local leader and suddenly, just like magic, you learn how to build all these things.
Yeah, well, your leadership skill, your bullshit people skill taught you how to bullshit your way into making all this stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And really what people see is they walk by and they say, is that a pile of junk just thrown together? Right? What is that for? And you say, no, it's a cooking station. No, it's a blacksmith station.
That's right.
And you're just conning them into this idea that that's what it's used for. And it's not actually used for that.
Yes, that's right. That's very right. So anyway, before we head off on our grand adventure here, I'm going to grab Overseer's Guardian here again real quick. Okay, looks like I have a 308 receiver for it. But I was kind of thinking about switching out my break action laser here finally
Hear about that farm
for
run by
Overseer's Guardian. Just because it's a more versatile weapon.
Isn't that something?
And I just like weapons that go bang better than the, you know, like laser weapons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put that away. And I guess we'll drop off some of our excess grenades and things that our shopkeeper couldn't afford to buy. And we'll need to grab some 308 rounds, since that's what Overseer's Guardian shoots. And we could not, you know, like our vendor couldn't afford to buy these legendary armor pieces that we found either. The most recent ones. Okay. Now we're carrying kind of a lot of shotgun shells too. We probably don't have that many. And I think what we're going to do is, let's see, yeah, I think we'll further lighten our load up here too, by swapping in Overseer's Guardian for the Holy Sjogren Inertia Shotgun, which we will then leave behind on a rack again. Because the Holy Sjogren Inertia Shotgun is extremely powerful weapon, but the big drawback that it has is that it only holds 5 shotgun shells in the magazine, right?
Yep.
And, you know, when you're up against, even though it hits hard, when you're up against some powerful enemies that can actually withstand that kind of punishment, well, you find out that you shoot the gun empty far too soon, right? Okay, so I've actually got a full recon sniper scope on this weapon. So I have it actually spec'd out to be a sniper rifle. But I've got plenty of options for close quarters anyway, because I've actually got this assault rifle.
Oh, and that thing is accurate enough, you could almost use it at distance, too.
Yeah, actually, you could almost use it as a fully automatic sniper rifle, right? because it is extraordinarily accurate, but I basically put a it's a see-through scope which behaves like a reflex sight on it. So I do have some like out to about medium range accuracy with it, but it's not a long range scope, right?
You're getting to be a regular around here.
Yeah. Well, we'll do a little bit more sprinting here. And we'll stop in at the odd settlement just to see if we can find a few more 308 rounds for our combat rifle here. And have a drink of water while we're here, too.
Amazing.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, didn't we settle that place?
Yeah, oh yeah, I got 300 308 rounds here. So I probably don't need that many. I can probably get away with grabbing about another 100 out of the workbench there. And since I'm using Overseer's Guardian mainly as a sniper weapon, I probably don't really need any more. And I'll take the 350 caps out of there too.
Wow, heck of a day, huh?
And I guess we can, if I can find, oh yeah, alright. Computer is way up on the roof up here. So I'm running a modded Hangman's Alley, actually. I don't run very many, like of settlement mods that modify the existing vanilla settlements.
Yeah.
But Hangman's Alley was really lacking, I think, in vanilla, because it was a very small footprint, for one thing, and it had, almost no build height. You could only put, like, maybe 3 stories worth of, like see that roof there?
Yep.
That sort of weird-looking, roof. You couldn't build anything basically much higher than that in there. So you had almost no space to do anything.
Yeah, it was almost kind of like a micro settlement.
Kind of, yeah. And so actually it was Meher that did a mod to improve Hangman's Alley. And it's not perfect. I mean, he didn't, somehow or another, he didn't manage to maintain the collision on this surface here, which is why I've lined this surface all with my own floor pieces.
Yep.
Because you can't actually build anything on top of it, like, unless you don't put your own floor surface up there, because everything just falls through the floor when you try to build there. But other than that, I mean, he expanded it all the way out to the edge of the river, and like out that way to where that gate is there. Mm-hmm. Like everything on this side. So he actually made it into a settlement that's worth building and settling, right?
Yep.
Whereas Hangman's Alley, before the vanilla version of it, I never used to really bother with it very much. I would maybe send 1 or 2 settlers there just to keep the place open, and then I would just have like it be a hub where I sent provisioners from other settlements, right?
Well, that, or maybe you could use it as, like, I don't know, a settlement that's supported by other settlements, but you'd use, basically build, like, some scrapping stations and just have the people who end up living there working the factory life or whatever.
Yeah. Well, basically what it is it's a connector, right? It shortens your supply lines between the north side of the river and the south side of the river, basically.
And that's the function that it serves.
And that's the function it serves. But, like, you have a few more building options with it when you, have the expanded version. But I have to admit, though, like, Meher does a great job of designing weapons, and he's made some pretty cool dungeons and that kind of thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
But settlement building is not really 100% his forte, right? In my opinion. Oh, look, the feral ghouls have respawned.
I lost him.
I wonder if I should be wasting my 5.56s shooting ghouls.
Made it. This
Right?
time.
I should probably just use 45s or something. Or just let the settlers shoot them.
All quiet, General.
Anything you can do to help us defend ourselves would be a big help.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think I've done an awful lot to help you defend yourselves here. We'll just check the computer. See, this is one of the things that I typically do when I check in a settlement. Is I'll first check to make sure that there aren't any unemployed settlers.
Knowing those raiders are taken care of.
And then,
Yes, because the Central Committee must make sure you have a job.
that's right.
If you don't have a job, you must be in the process of applying for
And
a
then
job.
I'll stop in and check in the bench, and I'll empty out any caps that might have collected there.
Yep.
Sometimes you'll have a settler like this guy approach,
Just wanted to trade a few things.
and in this case, he didn't want anything, but sometimes if a settler, if you're going to get assigned a
Quest?
quest, like a radiant quest, a settler will come up and stand there and look at you like they want to talk to you, right?
Yep.
And if you talk to them, well, then they'll usually say something to the effect of, "We need your help," kind of thing.
Nothing we can't handle.
So anyway, we'll continue on up this way. See, after a while, this is actually a very busy encounter hotspot, but after a while it settles down. You know, like if you clean it out enough times. And also, sending provisioners up past it seems to, you know, like keep it settled down too, eh?
Yep.
So we'll continue on up this way. I'm not going to bother stopping in at the Lexington Red Rocket, because I think I've been there not that long ago anyway. And it's a little bit out of my way, so I'm just going to keep going this way. And of course, every now and then it's a good idea to just trigger a quick save, just in case you get a great game crash or something like that. Doesn't happen too often, but it can happen once in a while.
See, your Fallout 4 game is like the exact opposite of your Skyrim game today.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, in the Skyrim game episode we did today, it took me like an hour and a half to travel not even all the way across Skyrim from one side to the other. Just because it seemed like every 30 seconds something was attacking me, right? I had to fight my way across Skyrim. Whereas here, this has actually been pretty peaceful. And we got provisioners going everywhere. I'm not going to bother stopping in at Taffington Boathouse either. Tell you the truth, the settlements in the Commonwealth, most of them get a lot of attention from me.
Yeah, because you're always running around here to pick up caps anyways, and
Yeah.
ammo and other things.
Yeah, and
Supplies,
ammunition and
concrete.
supplies. Yeah.
Aluminum. Wood. Wood was a reason one.
Yeah, yeah. I actually recently toured the Commonwealth to visit all of the junk dealers that I had set up in all the settlements so that I could buy shipments of wood. Anyway, we'll make a quick stop in here because I've got some, somebody gave me a shipment of something that I can drop off. Yeah, a shipment of concrete. And we'll quickly check the computer here and see if anybody needs a job. And it doesn't look like it. And we'll grab the caps. See, I've stopped in at 3 settlements, and I've collected over 1,000 caps just from stopping in and collecting the caps at these settlements. That's why I've got so much money, right? Because even on the shopping trips that I went through, I ended up collecting the caps that had collected in the workbenches, and I ended up collecting more caps than what I spent. I don't even have to sell stuff anymore. I just collect the caps that are generated by the shops in the settlements, right?
Yep.
So there you go. If you want to get rich in Fallout 4, you get your local leader level 2 so that you can build shops. Because the shops are where it's at for making money.
If you need supplies, see Deirdre.
Oh, this guy's walking toward me like he
Anything
wants
I can do to
something.
help out around here?
Oh,
Just
are you
looking to
new?
trade a little.
Of course.
You're new. Okay. I don't have anything to give you, I don't think. I guess now we'll have to find you something to do. Wow, look at that. See, there's 2,887 caps in this bench. So I obviously haven't been here for a while, right?
Yep. There might be some jobless people around. Oh, and a settlement attack.
Yeah.
Good common
Just
No,
a
that
bloat.
was over quick.
It was just a bloat fly, by the looks of it. It didn't even make it to the other side, to this side of the fence.
Sorry one. Should I?
It's Attack of the Bugs.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll have to consult the computer here and see. Okay, so he is the only unemployed settler.
You'll only have to give him a job once.
Yeah. So we'll have a look at the map here, and it looks like we've got quite the network of
Settlements over here.
provisioner lines already. So we can probably give him like a guard assignment, because you can never have too many guards, right?
Yeah, well, I think too, like, there's always a chance that defense can fail, so you just want to have as much defense as possible.
Yep. Well, and the thing about having settlers at guard posts for defenses is that they can't be destroyed either, right? Whereas gun turrets and those kinds of things, you know, like if you get a pack of super mutants, especially higher level ones attacking, you might have 2 or 3 super mutants all armed with missile launchers, and the first thing they do is they destroy all your gun turrets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll assign that guy to defense, and that will add to our defense value. Apparently there's like a mathematical formula that determines the likelihood or possibility of a settlement attack. And defense value is one of the variables in it. So I guess the higher your defense value, the better, right? So it's getting to be 6:17 p.m., but we can travel a little bit more here before we settle for the night.
As honest work gets.
We got some glowing corpses over here of bloatflies we can collect. Wow, there was a whole bunch of them. And then we'll head on past Parsons State Asylum. Actually, we'll take the road this way because I think it more directly goes to where we want to go. And you know what? All these bodies just never ever did get cleaned up.
Nope.
They just lay here forever. Oh, that one has shotgun shells that I didn't pick up.
Hey, I think I might have nagged you about those shotgun shells at the time.
You think so?
I do.
Oh, I don't remember anymore. It's been so long. I guess I need a drink of water now. So we'll continue around on the road here. Hey, I wonder, you know what, since we're passing by here, we haven't done Kelly Manor yet.
Oh, yeah. That's been a long time.
Yeah, because it's like one of the first quests that comes up. In fact, you're supposed to do it before the other one. Mm-hmm. You know, like where the little girl, the demonic little girl, shows up and magically kidnaps you and takes you to this ruined mansion or whatever.
Yeah, that was a hell of a lot of episodes ago.
That was a very long time ago. Well, basically as soon as you hit level 20, right?
Yep.
That's when it's triggered. And apparently this little girl is named Madison Kelly, I think. That's why it's called Kelly Manor.
Yeah, and she's like a supernatural being type thing.
Yeah, she's some kind of supernatural being. You know, like I can't decide if she's a ghost or some kind of a demon or you know, just a human being with some kind of fantastic mental powers or whatever, right?
Yep.
But apparently the story behind this, just sort of a brief explanation before we get into it, is that before the war, they used her powers, like they got her to transport them and their entire mansion, like this family and their entire mansion, into like a pocket dimension or something.
Yep.
To avoid being, you know, destroyed in the war. And then what happened was she got tired of this and used her, you know, like very powerful mental abilities to destroy all of her family because she went insane, I guess. And, you know, like things kind of went downhill from there, right?
Yep.
It's really a weird story. And this mod, by the way, Kelly Macabre was the other one,
Nice.
right? And it was supposed to be the second one, but it's almost like time doesn't work the same way for Madison as it does for us, right? Because when Madison met us and greeted us for the Kelly Macabre quest, she already acted as if these events here had taken place.
That's right.
But for us, they hadn't happened yet, right? But as you can see, the world is kind of grayed out now, like, and this mansion just suddenly appeared out of thin air. And that's because we're sort of in an alternate dimension, right? At least this is what I've been able to gather from, you know, like reading notes and journal entries and that kind of thing. But it's all very strange, and it's really well made.
Hey, what did I tell you about running in the halls? Come here. Take it easy. You could hurt yourself.
Warren there
You're
is
too
her
special
dad,
for anything like that.
and he doesn't seem to be aware of me, right?
Who is she?
Who?
But she is.
No.
Now I have to have something to eat. And of course, these things are puzzles, right? I've got a note here that says grenades. Hey, look, grenades. You can figure it out. :DDD. Love
Happy
me.
face.
Was that happy face?
That's a happy face.
Okay, happy face. Love.
You just need a programmer
Madison.
to interpret for you.
Oh, okay. Well, I imagine that Neher is probably a very capable programmer.
Well, actually, it's kind of an internet culture thing, too.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, you know, like this is a Oh, look, 5.56s. So you can pick stuff up in here, and it actually appears to be real. You know, like you take it with you.
Yep.
I need a key in order to open this door. So I have to go down here. Down into the basement. And then this door is barred. But I learned a while back, it took me a while to figure this out, but with barred doors, you can force a barred door open by hitting them with a frag grenade.
Nice.
Right?
I think I've seen you do that once or twice before as well.
Yeah, well, I learned it here, actually, believe it or not, because I knew that there had to be some kind of a hint when with that little note left behind for the grenades. And then, of course, here's the Kelly house key that you need in order to open that other door, right? So then you go back up here, and there's Warren there again. And like they have these ghostly images, I guess, of people that are no longer alive. And also you see this fellow here a few times too. Right? Although you can't actually really interact with him.
Although apparently you could take his hat.
You can?
Oh, you just need to run and bump into him again. You had the option to take a formal hat there.
Oh. No, there's
oh,
one
it's just in the dresser,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
You're just reaching through the thing and into the dresser.
Yeah. So anyway, you can open these doors now and go in.
Hello? Is someone there? Whatever you do, just don't open this door. Don't open it. Don't open the door. Just go away.
What happens if I open the door?
Ah!
Died. Although I'm not sure if she died because I opened that door or if she died a long time ago, because there's all sorts of blood splattered everywhere in here. I suspect that Madison probably killed her some time ago, right?
Or maybe repeatedly.
And I have the, I had mentioned some episodes ago, because I didn't like the persistent blood that appeared on my character that I couldn't get rid of, so I turned the gore off in the .ini file.
Yep.
But otherwise, like, Laura's corpse here would be like a mangled mess, right?
Yep.
And the same with this one, whoever this person is, Mrs. Nerdon.
Yes.
Wow, that's a pretty fancy Ruger Mark V pistol. It's got a powerful receiver, and it's Christmas themed too, eh? Hey, red and green?
Yep.
Yeah. But you can see that even in you know, like a fairly weak weapon like this, Ruger Mark V is a deadly weapon in the hands of somebody who's got 5 ranks of gunslinger, right?
Yeah, all that damage from the perks builds up.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, we got 2 doors to choose from here. And so then this just opens onto a set of stairs. And we go up the set of stairs. Okay, we cannot open the door because the secondary generator is offline. So we have to start the secondary generator. Means we have to go all the way back down the stairs now. We'll try this other door at the other end of the hallway. Okay. Behind you. Oh. There's that bear again. Eh? Oh, and there goes Ghost Warren again. Oh, look at this. Oberlin Station is under attack.
Yeah, well, they'll have to handle
They're
their
going
own.
to have to handle it themselves because I'm too busy right now. Okay. So, this door requires a terminal to open.
Oh? I know you're there. Fizzy's been watching you.
Okay, that's
I'd stay
Madison.
away from him if I were you. He doesn't like you very much. We are going to have so much fun!
Yeah, Madison is insane. Warren's holotape. We'll play Warren's holotape.
Well, that was too close. I was beginning to think that Madison's abilities were too underdeveloped. Madison shows a lot of potential. We're gonna have to work on it. People with this gift lose their minds. It is my belief that she's young enough to adapt and learn to stay sane. But at any rate, we are out of harm's way. I don't look forward to the day that I cannot control her anymore. But I hope she will see reason to be completely consumed.
Yeah, well, I guess that
that didn't happen.
That didn't go well. Okay, so we can crack this terminal and
Nice.
primary power generators, secondary power generators. Door unlock protocol is disabled, so I can't. I guess this is the terminal where I'd unlock that door, but I can't unlock it right now until I do something called turning on the secondary generator or something. So,
Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles.
yeah. Well, he does like his puzzles, right? Like, and
Yeah, we've done a few of his mods already.
we've done a few of his mods, like his little quest mods, dungeons and things, and yeah, some of his puzzles are just absolutely fiendishly difficult too. Especially the one where you get the select shotgun. That one was crazy hard to figure out some of the puzzles with that one. But anyway, lots of twisting and turning, narrow corridors and stairways and, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay, so now what? Go this way, maybe. Okay, we can open this door. And we can collect a bunch of stuff. Oh. Ammunitions. That stuff. Here. Box up there. And there's another box up there. And another box up there. Spools of cable. Okay. Uh-oh. I'm guessing that was Fizzy trying to kill me, or something, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so here's where the problem is, and we can repair them by installing new cables, or we have a high enough intelligence that we could just repair them, right? So we'll just install the new cables since we already have them anyway. And it took me a while, even once I figured this out, I had to figure out where the hell the switches were, and I just for the life of me couldn't find them for the longest time, right?
It's because they're all stowed away in a fancy little box.
Well, the thing is, though, those little boxes look just like numerous other little boxes that don't do anything, right?
But those ones do.
So, yeah. Oh, this door closed. And then these mannequins mysteriously appear out of nowhere, right? Complete with blood spatters on the walls and everything. So the whole thing is all very, you know, kind of gray and creepy, you know?
Yep.
Okay. Looks like now we've come back around. Oh, okay. We're in a different... It's like a big chapel. You recognize this floor plan?
Maybe?
This is like from Trinity Plaza, right?
Oh.
The church Trinity Plaza. Red Rocket Quincy is under attack now.
I'd like to take a moment before the show to express myself. Each one of you made this possible. Without the contributions of each of you, as well as the sacrifices, we would all be out there in a nightmare. But we knew what was coming. And we have our thanks to my daughter, Madison, for that. The Kelly family blood runs through her, stronger than ever. So we may all live an endless future with wealth and security. Here's to living on in another realm beyond the reach of a nuclear fallout. Here's to my daughter, Madison. Come on up, sweetie. I have them all warmed up for you.
Investigate the source of the wind sound. Oh, well, I can open that door now. Oh, look, there's Ghost Warren walking down the hallway again. This door just goes back in there again. Stuff. Pick up if I want to. It's just a small room, like a little study or something, I guess. Okay, look at this. See the floating candlesticks?
Yep.
All over the place. Ruined bathroom. Oh. Well, it looks like now we know what happened to Warren. Look at that. It says busy in human bones. Okay. And there's Warren. He has a note. And the note says, I've lost everything. I killed several other people. I lost control of myself. Madison made me attack the other residents. I severed their limbs while they were still alive until they passed out and died. I took their limbs and skinned them, removed the skin and the muscle until there was just the bone. I then laid them out on the ground to spell something, fizzy. The name of that bear, she said it would please him. I then took as much blood from the bodies, cupping my hands together, and let it drip off my hands into a puddle on the floor. There was so much blood, she wanted every last drop. I tried to get what I could off the walls even. That was her game for me. She warned me. I have control of myself again. I'm going to kill myself so she can't get to me. Wow. Oh, there's a second tape. Let's see what his second tape says.
It would appear Madison was completely successful. It's been what, 3 years? We haven't aged. We are all protected and immortal now. Though, she can't change that. But that's what her lessons are all about. And the show, too. She doesn't really like the lessons, but they are important. She gets rewarded by having a little show where she demonstrates her abilities. Not that she has anything to prove. Look at us. But that's her outlet. She needs it. For now, we... why do I even bother recording this? No one will hear it. Not unless Madison lets someone in through the front doors. And if she were to do that, then this house would be brought back to Boston and become exposed. The transition would wreck the place.
So, there's Fizzy at the end of the hallway again, huh?
Yep. Watching you.
Yeah, watching me. I need to have a drink of water now. So, this kind of is a little bit reminiscent of Xander's Aid, too, where there was that pocket dimension that the Institute created.
Oh, okay.
Remember? And then what happened was that the pocket dimension started to slowly deteriorate.
Yes.
And it ended up becoming ruined just like the real world. Oh yeah, drink of water. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so we need to follow our way here again. And then I guess back through this doorway again. Right. Back through here. And now that we've turned the power back on. I guess there, now we can unlock that door, right? And Madison is gone. And there's a note hanging in midair. It says, Madison's game. Hi, you missed me. We're going to play a game. Hide and seek. Come on through. I'm waiting. And no friends allowed. That's cheating. I'll give you a hint. I'll be home. Home. Love, Madison. Okay. So I guess we'll walk through this. Okay, and now we're somewhere else. In the middle of a pond. And I have played through this before, so I kind of know how it goes.
Okay.
But, wow, okay. But basically, I think this is a shadow dimension that kind of resembles the actual world, but only just slightly. It's just that some things are in the same position. And so, if we were to go, you know, like past Oberlin Station and follow the train tracks all the way south, eventually we'll come to another mansion, like a ruined mansion.
Yep.
That is also associated with the Kelly family. And I think... What is this that I've got going on here? Find Madison. Oh, they actually gave me a... That doesn't look right.
I bet you that's also the thing for the settlement attack.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you need to go turn that off.
Oh. Yeah, that's what that is. Because there is no quest marker.
That's right.
And basically you're find yourself in this dark, shadowy pocket dimension, right? And you have no idea where you're supposed to go. And I spent a long time wandering around in here trying to find Madison. And I eventually did. And it was, whoa. Big Yao Guai. A full-size one by the looks of it. Not a stunted one. Okay, so there's a ruined house that's tipping over and falling into the water by the looks of it. See that? Not much in here, though. All kinds of charming little touches like this, too, in here, right? And there are also a few pockets of fairly intense radiation in this little pocket dimension too, right? But I found that if you generally head in a south direction, right?
Yep.
Then eventually you'll come to where Madison is hiding, right? But it took me the longest time to figure that out because, of course, I had no hint as to what direction I should go. So basically, I just made a great big circuit of the edge. You know how you're exploring an area like this, so you try and find an edge?
Yep.
And then you just follow the edge around until you get back to where you started, kind of thing, right? And that's how I ended up exploring this area. That guy's got 3 mini nukes and a fat man on him. And there's a safe. I don't have to unlock it, but... Oh, there's another ammo box there. And a toolbox there. Like, some of this area is extremely dark, too, right? So it's actually pretty difficult to, you know, see what's coming ahead, and your sight lines are really bad because you're walking through all these weeds and stuff. Like, there must have been a tremendous amount of work went into creating this area, right?
Oh, yeah. Mihir is really good about that kind of thing. He makes really high-quality stuff.
Yeah, well, you can tell, though, that he loves doing this kind of thing, because you'd have to love doing this kind of thing in order to have the patience to actually do it, you know?
Yep.
Okay, well, there, the Kelly household. Now, the ruined house, this looks like the ruined house way in the extreme south end of the Commonwealth along the railroad tracks, too. It looks the same. It's the same building, basically. So I think the physical space that I'm occupying right now is the same physical space as what that house occupies, just in a different dimension, right?
Yep, yep.
And we'll head down there someday just to have a look at that. Show people where it is. Because that's a whole quest area too, right? But anyway, we'll walk in here. We'll have a quick look around. Like, even this area, the lighting is such that it just seems to absorb the light from my flashlight even, right?
Yep.
And so it's extremely difficult to see. And there's Madison.
This was my Aunt Moira Kelly's house. I seen it after the bomb fell. I tried to remake it as best I could. I miss her. She was the only one who didn't want to use me. Daddy used me to save himself and his friends from the bombs. I have friends here. Friends that I protect. This is my home, and that includes you. You want to try and take me?
We're in the middle of nowhere. Why bother guarding this place?
This is all I have. I can't just leave. I have my friends here. I feel like I'm stuck.
What do you think a friend is?
They're those who live in my little world, right?
No. I don't think so.
I see. Fine. You can leave. I've opened a gateway for you up north a bit.
That's actually
Just like
a
the one I
very
left for you to
difficult
get to my
persuasion
home. I'm sorry
check.
for the trouble I've
If you
caused
fail that check, some drastic things happen.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do now?
First, I'm going to get rid of this house. Many memories, but I'm going to get rid of this world. Then, I guess I'll leave. Do my own thing. Thank you for this, by the way.
Okay, so now it says I can leave, and I actually get a quest marker to show me the direction that I can leave in. I need to have something to eat here again now. But I think I better keep a gun handy because, as with any mod made by Meher, the place is crawling with feral ghouls, right?
Yep.
Like oh, jeez.
Oh,
and bears.
The big ass Yao Guai.
Yeah, well, it just goes to show you how powerful Overseer's Guardian can be in the hands of a deadly expert, right? Oops, shit.
Dirty drinking water.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I managed to scoop up all the stuff in the meantime. Maybe I should see if I can conserve some of my... Oh, I've got 429 of those. Maybe I'll use these for a bit. Okay. Since all I'm doing is shooting squishy ghouls anyway. Anyway. Yeah, the 10mm pistol here seems to be perfectly adequate for what I need down here. There is the doorway, I think. There is the Deathclaw. The what? Wraithic Deathclaw? What's a Wraithic Deathclaw?
Guess one would have to look up the definition of the word Wraithic.
Guess so, okay.
It's tough.
Yeah, well, I just took it down with a 10mm pistol. Right? I'm just using Wastelander's friend here, right? With a powerful automatic receiver, shooting 10mm ammunition. And I just killed that Deathclaw, whatever a Wraithic Deathclaw is. And here we are back at the, I guess the path out of here. So we just walk through this. And,
yes, I can't even tell if I've got the word spelled correctly.
R-H-E-Y-T-H-I-C? No. It might not even be a word, I don't know.
It might not even be a word.
So anyway, that's Kelly Manor, and I guess I'm back out in the world where I first went in. Like, you see that now that the mansion is gone. And I'm basically where the entrance to the mansion was. So I guess now I have to drink some water. And we'll head on down the road here. Not too far away is the Coastal Cottage settlement, so I can probably stop there and sleep for a few hours.
And get your illness.
And get my illness that's coming since I drank that water, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've been to Coastal Cottage in a while either, so probably won't hurt to have a look in here, because it's a fairly isolated settlement as well. In fact, there it is right there. So anyway, that was Kelly Manor.
If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other.
And we'll do a little bit of cooking here again. And so we've got Chef Perry's home brew, which means that we can make beer. We can make our own beer. We've got several different recipes. Of course, you need a certain number of beer bottles, plus mute fruit, purified water, and razor grain, right? In order to make beer. And with Chef Perry's Cook with Chef Perry, you have all sorts of different food items that are, of course, accompanied with some sort of alcoholic beverage, usually beer. Although if you have wine and Instamash and Salisbury steak, you can make Zinfandel steak and potatoes.
Yep.
And of course, these are marvelous healing items as well, right? Although they tend to be heavy because you're carrying multiple bottles of liquor with you.
Yep. You can never just have just one.
Yeah. And of course, Chef Perry's hangover cure, I don't really need that anymore because I've got 4 ranks of ghoulish. So radiation tends to burn off for me, but basically what Chef Perry's hangover cure does is it's a very intense radiation cure.
Yep.
But it doesn't make you, like it doesn't have the side effects that Radaway has, right? Although Radaway is one of the ingredients of it.
Just put some Radaway in a sandwich and eat it, right?
I don't think we've met. What can I do to help out?
Well, let's see if we can trade.
Okay.
Do I have anything to trade to him? I don't think I really picked up very much of anything. Oh yeah, I could give him this Ruger Mark V pistol, right?
Yep, it'll be better than that pipe pistol he's carrying around.
It'll be a lot better than that pipe pistol, like 3 times better almost.
And it already fires the ammunition that he has.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we need to find the computer then and find out how many settlers need jobs in this place.
Damn right. Take whatever you need to make this place more defensible.
Okay, computer's not
My
up
kids
here.
ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
General,
Down here.
I think I ate too much.
Busy here.
Maybe it's in the shed here. Yeah,
Yep.
Here it is. Okay, we'll check the computer and see how many settlers need jobs. Only one.
Only one.
Yeah, and
What's your supply lines look like here?
okay, well, it looks like we're connected to pretty well everything that we can connect to reasonably here. So we can probably just give that guy a guard job too, right?
Yep, probably.
Because you can never have too many guards. Yeah, we could put another guard post right here. Right there. Okay, that ought to do that. 1,200 caps in this one. I got some junk that I can drop off. And a little bit of ammunition, this and that. I've got 1,000 bobby pins now.
Oh, fuck.
It's a good thing bobby pins don't weigh anything.
Yeah, really.
Whatever you're gonna ask, I don't know anything about it.
So anyway, here we are. This is Postal Cottage. So now I guess we'll head on over this way. We'll at least make it to Far Harbor this episode anyway. What are we looking at for time here right now?
We're at about an hour 11.
Okay, well, we'll make it to Far Harbor and maybe make it to to one settlement anyway.
Well, there's always next episode for more.
Yeah. Wow, you see that truck get moved?
Yep.
Okay, I've had about enough of you. Oh, look, now I gotta take some antibiotics because this dog bit me.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that truck. It might flip over and come and kill you.
And then I have to drink a whole bunch of water. I guess I'm gonna have to get my hands on some more, See, those melee enemies, if you shoot your gun empty, they won't let you reload, right? Because every time they hit you with a melee attack, it interrupts your weapon reload, right? Yeah, I couldn't believe that that dog made that truck move. But that's why melee, like aggressive melee enemies particularly, are annoying. But I guess that's why, like it or not, even if you prefer to, use guns, you pretty much have to carry some kind of melee weapon with you. Oh, that ghoul is... Oh, wait a minute. They're not dead. Whoa!
I think there's a bit of a problem with that ghoul.
Wow. Okay.
Bethesda is having a day.
Oh, there's another one.
I'm sure it's fine. Just quick save, just in case.
Yeah, we'll just quick save just in case we have a game crash or something after that. Wow. Well, he's just going to levitate there forever now, I guess. Until this cell respawns again. Because I had killed all these ghouls at one point coming through here, right? Going to Far Harbor. Oh, here comes a provisioner. And there's another provisioner. Hey, where are you going? There's a perfectly good path right here. You know that, right? One of these days I should look up provisioner pathing or something just to see if there's anyone with some knowledge who's made some comments on that. Because sometimes you see provisioners doing the strangest things, right?
Yep. Well, at least you don't have any underwater provisioners.
No, well, that's why I had to use, I haven't even settled Spectacle Island in this playthrough yet. But when you settle Spectacle Island, basically, you have to use Mr. Handy-style robots as provisioners. Because human provisioners will actually attempt to walk on the bottom of the ocean. And apparently the bottom of the ocean, because I did some reading on this because I couldn't figure out why my provisioner lines kept breaking. And apparently provisioners will try and walk on the bottom of the ocean, and it's so uneven surface, like crags and crevices and things like that, that they'll get stuck in one of those crevices and then they'll drown, right?
Yep.
Whereas the Mr. Handy robots, tend to still hover with their jet propulsion units.
Yeah, even
when they're crossing bodies of water, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So and they don't need air.
Yeah, and they don't need air. But I thought that was a really dumb oversight by Bethesda to have a settlement out that way, but not have a way to
provision it.
Properly provision it. And actually, I've seen some pretty interesting mods that have come out in the last 6 months or so. And one of them, actually, there's a couple of them that do monorails. Like there's a monorail from the castle out to Spectacle Island, and a monorail from Warwick's homestead out to Spectacle Island, kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I personally just built a causeway out there, so I could walk on a narrow wooden causeway all the way from Warwick Homestead out to Spectacle Island without, having to swim.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs.
Okay, well, here we are in Far Harbor.
Get them while they're in stock.
They've shored up the defenses somewhat, and I guess we'll begin the tour by going this way. As there are actually several settlements in Far Harbor. There's like the vanilla ones, Dalton Farm, National Park, thingy-majig, Longfellow's Cabin, and Echo Lake Lumber. But the Red Rocket settlement mod also adds a few more. There's the Red Rocket National Park, and Red Rocket Far Harbor, and Red Rocket Southwest Harbor. So, like there's a few extra settlements here.
Yep.
And
just to make the supply lines a little shorter too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because the supply lines are actually pretty long in Far Harbor vanilla, right? And it's a large enough area. It's kind of like Nuka World, except that at least in Far Harbor vanilla, they gave you a few settlements, but like it's kind of like Nuka World where they could have done more, right?
I don't have time.
Take it one day at a time.
You talked to Cassie Dalton?
It's dangerous, okay?
Shame what happened to her family.
Oh, here's the computer. Let's see how many unemployed settlers we've got. 2. Okay, that's not too bad. We have a doctor, a junk dealer, and an arms dealer, and a bartender.
You're fully kitted out.
Yeah, so I guess we can probably just add a couple of guards. Look at that, I've got 5,300 caps here. You see how I managed to accumulate 200,000 caps now?
Yep.
Right? It's crazy. So I guess you need to find some place to put a couple of guards. Come on, buddy. And I guess we could probably put a couple of guards up on this roof, maybe.
Yeah, along either side.
Along either side. Actually, it looks like we could put 2 on this side.
Everybody walks over the roof and not on the catwalk in order to get to where they need to go anyways.
Yeah. So there we go. We can so we've got lots of food, we've got lots of water, because I don't think we'll make it to 40 settlers anyway, probably. Well, this is one of our new settlers as anyway. So we'll employ settlers. Yeah, we got lots of farming and everything too. And we'll assign 2. Then we'll go to find jobs for the unemployed.
And assign 1.
And assign 1. And then that ought to do the trick right there.
The children of Adam are dangerous. Don't trust them. My kids ain't gonna believe the stories about you.
So, anyway, been a while since we've been here, but I did not use anywhere near the space that was available here.
But this settlement is pretty large as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what? I've got enough crops here to support 40 settlers, and I haven't even used half of the farmable area in this place yet, right?
Yep.
And like I said, I would be surprised. I'd have to. I don't know whether there's a cap, but I don't think I've ever had 40 settlers at a settlement. Like, I don't think that I've ever reached that particular number, right?
Yep.
37, 38 is about as many as I've ever seen, actually. So I guess, you know, like, we'll have to continue this little tour maybe in the next episode. Because I think we probably reached the end of our time.
Just about, yep.
So maybe we'll call it an episode, and we'll pick up on continue with the Far Harbor tour in the next episode.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, well, until then.
I'm Rect V5.
And I am Sandman 99.
Have a good one.